Going back to your story, I think your whole family has a very interesting journey in this industry. I think your grandfather or great-grandfather started it, and it's dating back to Germany as well. Can you tell us this story?
Yeah, so I do have a very long family history when it comes to this industry, specifically in things like grape growing and brandy production. Now, neither of those are really my calling or my expertise, but it definitely is my heritage. And so, yeah, that started many, many generations ago, based out of Germany. Still to this day, there are plenty of people in Germany with the last name Quint who work in the wine industry. So plenty of long lost family relatives that are still over there doing the same thing. Fast forward to more modern times, my parents, they started Cedar Ridge Winery and Distillery, officially opened it in 2005 to actually start selling products and things of that nature. But really it started in 2001 when they acquired some land to plant vineyards and to kind of get this whole thing rooted and started. There obviously is a long heritage and historical element to all this, but I would say that where it all roots from is that my family has the desire to work the land and to be tied to a piece of land to grow crops. Here in the state of Iowa, that's something that we're very well known for, specifically is corn production. So both of my grandparents on both sides, lifelong family farmers, things of that nature. So both of my parents, in addition to having the wine production and brandy production in our roots, we also have a lot of corn and soybean production in our roots. So for many generations now, my family's been tied to working the land, operating the land, and Cedar Ridge really has a lot to do with that.
That sounds amazing. So your parents, as far as I understand, they started with planting grapevines?
Yeah, so that happened really in about 2001. They acquired a piece of land and started planting grapevines. And at that point in time, I mean, so I'm 36 years old now, but back then I would have been 14, 15 years old. And I thought that was a crazy idea to do something like that. You know, I had never really heard of anyone in our area doing that. It seemed pretty far out there, but obviously they had a pretty grand plan and knew what they were doing, and it went quite well for them. So yeah, in 2001, they acquired the land, started planting the vineyards. And in 2005, we were actually able to start in small quantities releasing some product to the market.
Wow, that's interesting. And you are right, because it's not very typical to have wineries in Iowa.
No. And there are a decent amount of them out here, but they're all very small, very family owned. And so that really was the original vision that my parents had for Cedar Ridge, was to be a vineyard and have a winery. And the distilling elements was really to be like a differentiator, you know, kind of the hook to bring people to our very small family-owned winery. Not to get too far ahead of us, but while the winery was firing up and we were releasing products to the market, there happened to be a major American whiskey boom that happened. And we were set up very well to transition into that and to approach that category as well. But the original business model was very much focused around a family vineyard, working this cool piece of land, developing it, and then making some fun wines from our own grapes.
Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here, or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section, and see you in the next one.